Outer Orange.
Well, hello there. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. How nice of you to go here and join me today to look at this Genshin Impact screen. I know you love it. I know I love it. But anyway, we are here today to do a box opening. I want to give a quick shout out to 50 Cards for sponsoring and helping me out pretty much getting some of these cards. If you don't know who 50 Cards is, you can go ahead and go to 50cards.shop. Check out their website there. It is a shop where you can get sleeves, cards for Card Fight Vanguard, boosters. You get a bunch of other stuff. You can also get cases. You get pretty much whatever you need. Oversleeves if you want to, if you need some of those too. He does have Wish You Had official sleeves as well, so you can pick up those there and all that kind of stuff. You can use my code ORANGE on top of that and save yourself some money by using code ORANGE. You use that code, help yourself out, help me out, help the homie out, and get yourself some amazing cards. So go ahead and go to 50cards.shop, use code ORANGE. And yeah, back to this. So I did order some cards from 50 Cards. These I did not actually order from 50 Cards, but these right here I did. So we're going to look at these in a second, but I have these right here. These are some extras that I picked up just as like, you know, whatever I couldn't find here at 50 Cards, I pretty much got extras. So first we're going to start with Tatum. She is a frame rare. Essentially, she lets you swap damage stuff. She pretty much plays like an Angel Feather card, but for orders exclusively, so you can swap cards with your damage zone. Very cool stuff. Next we have Mysteria. This is the Lucia support, so you can put a card into Soul, and she also gets power. A very good card, makes Lucia even stronger, and I did pick up multiple copies because Lucia actually in Premium does exist, so you can actually play with Lucia in Premium as well, so I picked them up. And then I picked up this card. This is a favorite one for Terry or something like that. Anyway, she says, when your other Vanguard is returned by your grade 3 or greater Vanguard's ability, you can counterblast, put her into Soul, draw a card, and then call a grade 3 to an open rearguard circle. So essentially this is very generic in the sense of you can pretty much play it in Orange, you can play in any other card, any other deck that can bounce cards. Prism is another example. Any deck that can bounce cards, this card can be utilized, right? So, and like I said, it's generic, it's pretty easy to use, and aside from the counterblast, it's relatively good, and it draws you a card, so, and it fills Soul. So it's pretty much, for a counterblast, you Soul Charge, draw a card, and then call something out, and it has to be a grade 3, so you can call grade 3s and kind of party it up with that. I just thought it was a very interesting card. I thought it can be utilized in Premium as well, so I did pick up a bunch of her, though you will see more of her. And then I got one Michu because I was short a Michu, so I picked up one as well. Michu is definitely the deck I'll be focusing on. I love pink hair, and I just love her aesthetic. I love how she works like Jinx from League of Legends, so there's just a lot of stuff I love about her, so I'm definitely building that deck. And then going on in, we have this big stack right here. So we'll be going through the stack. We're starting with Elise. This is a Michu support card, pretty much just helping with the order zone. And then we have Jennifer, who also lets you play extra orders. This is mainly probably for Lucia, but I think you can also run it in Michu maybe as well. I think it's an on-hit, but you can do it something like that. So she just, let me just read her. Card can be, so if you have 4 more units, discard a card from hand, choose a normal unit from your drop, and it gets a normal order from drop, and it gets this card can be played from drop when it would, and when it would be put into your drop after play, put it in the bottom of your deck instead. So just a nice little, another approach to just playing. It's just pretty much cycling your orders. And then we have more Lucia supports, just another, this is Modette. Just more support for that. And then we also got the Lucia, we got the Lucia card, the Lucia orders. So this is the one that draws you. This is Slap Twinkle. If you have four orders in your order zone, you pretty much draw a card, and you give something 15k power until the end of that battle. And you put her into Soul. And then we also have the one that Soul charges, and then you can call a rear guard out with her skill, so this is very unique. I also have one Nikino. I'm missing some more, so this is still waiting on some of these. This is the one that lets you swap Vanguards. Ideally, she works for Michu. And then we have the on-hit Search for an Order Girl, which is Ayura right here. And next we have the Remori. This is also for Michu as well, so you essentially can choose a cannonball from your drop and put it into your order zone. Plays kind of similar to the Gravidia octopus looking thing, but just a little bit different with some power and a couple other things. So just all for that Michu setup. And next we have some Fortia support. This pretty much, you can Soul Blast 2, choose your Vanguard, and when it hits, you can counter charge. This is just, and it works pretty much with the Fortia stuff. I'm not sure if I'll actually play this, but it's just there. And then we have this one which says when you Soul Blast, this gets 2k for each of your other friends' units. So this is another friend card essentially that you can use. And then we have more Tatum. We looked at this card earlier. This is the same card. And then we have, oh, whoops. And then we have this card. This is Atolje, Approaching Summer Atolje, something like that. So this is another kind of generic card, but it's mainly focused on Kairi. So pretty much, if you have a Great 3 or greater Vanguard, she gets 5k till end of turn when she's placed. And then her other ability says, when your other Vanguard is returned by your Vanguard's ability, you can choose one of your Vanguards to give it 5k. Ideally, you can make Kyrie a little bit stronger. If you have multiple of these, then guess what? Your Kyrie just keeps going up. So it's a very useful little card just to kind of up that power. Next, we have more of Nasteria. Just extra copies I've been picking up. More of the favorite one, the generic card we're talking about. Then we have the discard card. God, this name is horrendously long. Large wheel that colors the night, Palmyra. So some people are running her as like a generic card. She pretty much says when you discard her, she goes into soul. So you can run her in a couple decks like Kyoka and Michu and Lucia if you want. I'm not crazy about this card, but you could run it. And then we have Roxelia. This card I really like. So this card is for Tia, which is the Friends engine, and pretty much she says when she attacks a Vanguard, if you have 3 or more units, she gets 5k, and if you have 5 or more units, choose one of your rear guards with Friends ability and in the same column as her and return to hand. So you can essentially return cards to hand, which is really useful. And then we also have the Flower Cannonball. So this is obviously Michu support. This is the order for Michu. Pretty much lets you swap weapons and just kind of go all crazy. Very amazing card. I got obviously the frame rare, just couldn't resist. And we also got Lucia. I got 1 copy, got more coming. So Lucia obviously will be another deck that I'll be building. And then we also have the Michus right here. So that's that. And we do have a little bit more. We have a little small stack right here as well of some cards. I think I can guess probably what this is, aside from already knowing, but since these are specifically sleeved up like this, it usually means that they're more expensive. And if you guys don't know, there's one particular anomaly that's very expensive, and that is Ukiah. So this is Ukiah here. This is a very expensive card right now. Actually it's Ukiah, and it's the counter heals. Actually, I actually forgot I got these. So this is Ukiah. And then we also got the frame rare counter heals. Obviously, these are useful. This one particular is the one with the crits. This is the main one you'll probably want to pick up if you need to pick up any of these. If you want to go for one, this one's more useful than like the other one. So the counter heals and obviously Ukiah, very generic. You can use this in premium. You can use this in pretty much any deck in Lyrical right now. There's just no reason not to. You bounce a card, you get power. Just everything about this card is just pretty nuts. So that's and obviously the counter heals are very useful. And then I'm assuming this one has the other set of counter heals. So let's go ahead and check that out. So we got Ukiah, and then yes, we do have the other counter heals. And I actually love how the counter heals kind of match each other. I really like that concept. This is the one that gets the power if something, you know, attacked more than 2 times. Or is attacking 2 times, all that kind of stuff. So this is the other counter heal that you want to use. Really good into Nirvana, Blackberg, all those kind of decks. So yeah, there's that. So I'm still waiting on some Ukiahs. I did pull 1, so I did save myself $40 somewhere. And then we have all the rest of this, and that's pretty much the whole. That's pretty much the whole thing. That's the whole thing right there. I know it was kind of a small opening, kind of a fast one. I wasn't really trying to go for like a super long video. I just kind of open some cards with you guys. Wanted to show you guys some of the Lyrical Step 3 stuff that drops. A lot of very fun stuff. I highly recommend if you're really interested in building something in Lyrical. Now is probably the best time to build for something, mainly because all the decks are actually really fun. They're all really cool, and they're all just like generically interesting. Like I was actually surprised just how just at first I really didn't like the set, and then the more I started actually testing it, I was like, wow, there's actually a lot of cool stuff, both for premium folks and for overdress folks. I think there's a lot of stuff to have fun with, so I highly recommend you checking it out. If you're interested, I know there's a bunch of stuff going on, but I recommend trying it out. I think this nation has gone a lot better with the set 3 cards. Now, I'm actually really excited. I really want to make a Fortia video. I really like Roxelia. I really like some of the generic stuff that Fortia has been given, and it's pretty much like almost a budget version of Lucia, which is this card right here. They pretty much play almost exactly the same in terms of the structure of what you do. The difference is just the support. So I am actually very interested to try that out. So, and like I said, it's way cheaper, like 10 times cheaper, but they both do the same thing. They both for standard Vanguard, and they lose a drive. So, but we'll see. Anyway, other than that, thank you for watching. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening or day or night, whatever time frame it is for you. Like I said, 50cards.shop, and don't forget to give that like and subscribe. There's about 52.8% of you or something like that watch my stuff that aren't subscribed. So hit a girl up, give me that sub. You know, we can spread love together as a community, spread faster. You spread the joy of Vanguard together. All it takes is one click of that button. So other than that, guys, peace out. Sudano, see you guys in a future video. Bye.